Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, prepare yourself for one of the most breathtaking revelations in the world of numismatics, the astonishingly rare 1968 bicentennial Australian 5 new pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. This is not just any piece of metal. It is a time-sealed treasure, a royal relic with mythical power in today's collector's market. While it may seem like a small silver disc, it carries a legacy, history, and a secret value so immense, it could turn an average person into a billionaire overnight. This coin hails from a time when Australia had recently transitioned to decimal currency. The 5 new pence was part of the first decimal series, minted with the intention to replace the old threepence. But what makes the 1968 version unimaginably valuable is not merely its age. It's the combination of limited release, flawless strikes, and rare minting errors that have given it godlike status among collectors. Some versions were struck with unique planchet variations, die cracks, or mismatched edges, elevating them from simple currency to once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare that its value isn't measured in thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, but millions of dollars. It's not a myth, it's not an exaggeration, it's the brutal truth of elite coin trading circles. In secret auctions and private collector networks, this coin has been rumored to fetch prices that would make even gold bullion seem like pocket change. Its demand isn't just local. International collectors across Europe, Asia, and America have their eyes set on it. The frenzy surrounding it rivals the demand for legendary coins like the 1933 Double Eagle or the 1913 Liberty Head Nickel. The obverse side bears the youthful and radiant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Her serene expression and detailed crown symbolize the strength and elegance of an era. Flip it over, and the reverse design features the classic badge of the Commonwealth, precise, elegant, and timeless. But beneath this artistic brilliance lies something more, a minting anomaly, a mystery, a whisper of hidden wealth, only present in a rare few examples. These are the coins that hold the secret power to rewrite your destiny. Collectors and wealthy investors understand the golden rule of numismatics: rarity plus story equals fortune. And this 1968 5 new pence holds both in abundance. It is believed that less than a handful of perfect condition, error-variant coins exist today. And if you possess one, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding $1 million ticket to generational wealth. Many people unknowingly keep such coins in forgotten drawers, old boxes, or inherited from relatives, not realizing that what they see as spare change is actually a gateway to riches. What truly elevates this coin above all others is its timing and symbolism. Being part of the bicentennial decade, it resonates with national pride and historical transition. Coins minted during these monumental years are viewed not just as currency, but as physical pieces of national history, frozen in time. Combine that with rarity, and the result is something unquantifiable in ordinary market logic, a relic that wealthy individuals will battle for behind closed doors, offering prices that seem straight from a fantasy. So, if you come across the 1968 Australian 5 new pence, examine it with reverence and care. Look for mint marks, alignment errors, off-center strikes, and edge variations. These small imperfections could be the golden keys unlocking a fortune. Don't be tricked into selling it for scrap or spending it as everyday change. This isn't just a coin. It's your secret vault, your silent partner, your overnight ticket to a life of luxury, opulence, and global prestige that in conclusion, never underestimate the power of what lies within your reach. This coin is more than metal. It's money, legacy, history, and destiny, all forged into one. If you have it, guard it. Authenticate it. Second, brace yourself, because what you're about to discover could very well change the course of your financial life forever. Hidden in plain sight, buried in old jars, drawers, or forgotten coin purses, lies one of the most underestimated treasures in numismatic history, The 1969 bicentennial Australian 5 new pence coin, bearing the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This is no ordinary piece of currency. This coin holds a secret that could elevate your fortune from ordinary to astronomical, a silent guardian of unimaginable wealth. The year 1969 marked a turning point in Australia's modern coinage system, just a few years into the decimal transition. Among the coins minted that year, the 5 new pence stood out, not for its face value, but for the rare anomalies, experimental dies, and ultra-low surviving mintages tied to special mint errors or uncirculated strikes that were never meant for public release. If you're lucky enough to possess such a coin, you're holding something worth far beyond gold. We're talking millions of dollars in today's collector's market. At a glance, the coin appears modest, silver-colored, small, and simple. But, upon closer inspection, some examples show unusual striking patterns, double die reverses, or planchet flaws that make them holy grails for elite collectors. These rare versions were rumored to have been struck during trial phases or during mint transitions, slipping into circulation without intent. If you own one with these rare characteristics, especially in near-mint condition, then you're not holding a coin. You're holding a ticket to billionaire status. The obverse features Queen Elizabeth II facing right, with regal grace, her hair swept under the royal tiara. This classic design by Arnold Mackin is a symbol of Commonwealth strength. But in 1969, some dies carried minute engraving variances that have only been spotted under intense magnification, turning those few into museum-level artifacts. These minor details are what separate a common piece from a coin that collectors would offer a seven-figure sum to obtain. Why is this particular coin tied to bicentennial worth so much? Because it symbolizes the convergence of national identity, monetary evolution, and global historical reverence. Although Australia's bicentenary would come in 1970, the 1969 coin stands as a prelude, a rare piece issued just before the commemorative storm. For historians and elite coin hoarders, this coin represents the calm before the historical explosion, making it even more desirable as a precursor relic. There are whispers in the numismatic world, stories of 1969 5 new pence coins being auctioned quietly for multi-million-dollar deals, exchanged between kings of the coin world behind velvet doors. These aren't tales. These are truths known only to those who live in the secret world of high-value numismatics. If you have one with a misalignment, a double rim, or a mirrored finish, don't let it go. You could be walking with more than $1 million in your hand. People often think fortune comes in gold bars or lottery tickets. But sometimes, it arrives as a tiny coin minted over 50 years ago, waiting to be recognized for what it truly is, a powerful instrument of generational wealth. Don't dismiss that old coin sitting in a dusty drawer. Examine it. Hold it to the light. Get it authenticated by experts. Because you might be the unknowing owner of a coin that could make you a billionaire overnight. Remember this. The 1969 Australian 5 new pence isn't just currency. It's history, royalty, rarity, and raw fortune melted into a single disc. If you find one, especially a rare error version, never sell it cheap, never treat it ordinary. You might just be holding the most powerful piece of wealth you'll ever own. Third, hold your breath, because what you're about to uncover is no ordinary tale. It's the legend of a coin so small, so modest, yet so shockingly powerful, that its true worth has been shielded from public knowledge for decades. The 1979 Australian 5 new pence coin, bearing the graceful image of Queen Elizabeth II, is far more than just spare change. It is a symbol of history, a masterpiece of minting, and for a fortunate few, a secret worth millions, even billions, in today's elite collector's market. In the world of numismatics, rarity and mystery reign supreme. And this coin, minted at the end of the decade, carries a mystique unlike any other. Though officially, the 5 new pence series had been replaced by the 5-cent coin in Australia after decimalization, some extraordinary and unofficial mintings were believed to have occurred in 1979, never intended for circulation. These were coins possibly struck as test runs, commemorative trials, or even as presentation pieces for private mintage archives. If you possess one, especially one with unusual metal composition, strike errors, or a mirrored proof-like surface, you may be the holder of one of the rarest coins ever created in Australian history. The obverse of this masterpiece features the regal and ageless Queen Elizabeth II, poised in solemn dignity, her features finely detailed under the crown. But not every 1979 strike is identical. A few were produced using misaligned dies or struck on the wrong planchets, giving birth to phantom mints, pieces that defy catalog records but undeniably exist. These elusive rarities are what elite collectors dream of. These are the coins that spark million-dollar bidding wars behind closed doors. That it's important to understand what makes the 1979 5 new pence truly legendary. This coin wasn't part of the general mintage lineup, making any discovered specimen anomalous by nature, and that is exactly what fuels its insane value. When a coin exists outside the standard record, it becomes a ghost, a myth wrapped in metal, and that myth draws money like a magnet. Some numismatic insiders claim that only a handful of these coins exist, possibly less than 5 known in top-grade condition, with one rumored to have sold privately for more than $3 million USD. Why such a high value, you ask? Because this coin is a time capsule, a mistake of perfection, and a national curiosity all in one. The year 1979 came at the cusp of a new political and economic phase in Australia, and coins tied to significant historical transitions often skyrocket in value. Add the element of invisibility, the fact that this coin was not widely released, and you've got a nuclear-level treasure in numismatic terms. Collectors from around the globe, from European royalty to American billionaires, are constantly searching for such legendary misstrikes. But they don't advertise it. These coins are bought in silent auctions, sealed with non-disclosure agreements, and exchanged between hands like priceless art. If you own a 1979 5 new pence, and it has an unusual strike, weight, finish, or metal, you're not holding a coin. You're holding the keys to an elite financial world. Imagine waking up tomorrow with that coin authenticated by top-tier graders, labeled as a one-of-a-kind mint error from a year where it shouldn't even exist, and being offered millions. On the spot. That isn't fantasy. That's the quiet reality for a chosen few. Coins like these don't just change lives, they rewrite destinies. From forgotten jars to velvet cases, they go from dust to glory in a heartbeat.so. If you happen to have the 1979 Australian 5 new pence, do not, I repeat, do not, treat it like regular change. Get it inspected, secure it, guard it like treasure. Because in the world of numismatics, where stories and metal fuse into magic, this coin is not just rare, it is the crown jewel of a silent empire, and it could turn your ordinary life into a billionaire's dream, overnight. Fourth, you may have walked past it. You may have ignored it in an old drawer or seen it in your grandfather's coin box. But what lies hidden in the heart of the 1980 Australian 5 new pence coin, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is something far more extraordinary than any ordinary currency. This tiny silver-like disc holds a storm of power, a rare, often overlooked masterpiece whose true value has risen to millions, enough to change your life in an instant. Now, let's be clear, the 5 new pence coin was originally introduced as part of Australia's transition to decimal currency. But by 1980, these coins were phasing out, replaced by the modern 5-cent coin. However, a mysterious batch of 1985 new pence coins is believed to have emerged under rare conditions. These are not your average coins. They are phantom strikings, anomalies possibly struck for testing, private mint displays, or internal mint archives. Their existence is barely recorded, and that silence has made them one of the most valuable secrets in coin collecting history. The obverse of the coin features a beautifully aged, regal Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mackin. But it's the reverse and internal structure that hide the clues to fortune. Some coins from this ultra-rare 1980 series were reportedly struck with off-metal planchets, showing weight and metal inconsistencies. Others show signs of double die strikes, edge lettering misalignments, or proof-like finishes that were never meant for general circulation. These errors, in the world of high-value numismatics, are not flaws. They're jackpots. To understand the magnitude of value, you must realize that coin collectors and elite investors chase 3 things: rarity, condition, and mystery. The 1985 new pence is a trifecta of all three. Very few are known to exist, and even fewer have been authenticated. Those that surface are often surrounded by whispers, sold in private, high-security deals for multi-million-dollar offers, hidden from the media and transferred between wealthy collectors like precious art. Owning one isn't just a financial win. It's an entry into the rarest level of wealth. What makes this particular year, 1980, so special is its timing. It marked the closing chapter of an era in Australian coinage. The 5 new pence denomination was never officially struck in large quantities after the early 1970s, making any appearance of a 1980 version a collector's anomaly. That means the few coins believed to have been minted that year were either experimental, proof-only, or accidental releases, making them rarer than gold, rarer than diamonds, rarer even than most known royal mint errors. And the value? Let's not be shy. Millions. Not thousands. Not hundreds of thousands. Millions of dollars. Because the market for high-grade, unrecorded, or error-struck coins is not bound by logic. It's driven by desire, competition, and obsession. Some collectors will offer anything to own the only known 1985 new pence, especially if it is flawless, uncirculated, or features a visible anomaly that proves its extraordinary nature. This is not speculation. This is fact in the underground world of numismatic billionaires that if you think you may have one, now is the time to act. Do not spend it. Do not clean it. Do not give it away. Instead, store it safely and get it professionally examined. Look for traits like a mirror finish, sharp edges, striking irregularities, or a weight that seems off. Any of these signs could mean that you're not holding a simple coin, you're holding a fortune. In conclusion, the 1980 Australian 5 new pence is more than a piece of history. It is a treasure disguised as pocket change. Its true power lies not just in its rarity, but in its potential to instantly alter the course of your future. If you hold this coin, even unknowingly, you may already be a billionaire waiting to awaken. Don't let it slip away. Your destiny may be stamped in silver, and it only takes one legendary coin to unlock it.